Welcome to Baugan Inglés 4.0, the radio show with Kyle Miller. Following class by class, step by step, the material of Baugan Inglés 4.0 on Aprende Inglés TV. Clase 38. Class 38. Let's go! Beginner. Bienvenidos. Welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Class 38. Getting things started today. Empezando hoy con un repaso de lo que hemos visto ayer. Estuvimos hablando del non-countables, cosas incontables, y la palabra some. There's some milk in the bottle. Hay leche en la botella. There's some milk in the bottle. There's some water in the glass. There's some ice in the glass. There's some Coca-Cola in the glass. There's some sand in my shoe. Yes, hay arena en mi zapato. There's some sand in my shoe. Is there any water in the bottle? La pregunta, is there any? Yes, there is. There is water in the bottle. There is some water in the bottle. Y la pregunta, is there? Is there any? Is there any water in the bottle? Yes, there's some water in the bottle. Is there any ink in the bottle? Darme una respuesta afirmativo. Yes, there's some ink in the bottle. Is there any ice? Hielo, hay hielo en el vaso. Is there any ice in the glass? Yes, there's some ice in the glass. Is there any milk in the carton? Is there any milk in the carton? Que es un paquete, como un block. Se llama un block, ¿no? Yo creo en español, un block de leche. En inglés, digamos, un carton, a carton of milk. Block, no, es un brick, digáis. Que es un brick, bueno, un brick es un ladrillo. Pero en inglés no digamos, bueno, un brick se puede decir Tetra Pak, un brick. Pero a carton of milk. Is there any milk in the carton? Yes, Kyle, yes, there's some milk in the carton. Is there any Coca-Cola in the bottle? Yes, there's some Coca-Cola in the bottle. Is there any Fanta in the bottle? Yes. Oh, no, ahora está por el suelo. It's on the floor. It's on the floor. I spilled the Fanta. There's some Fanta on the floor. There's some Fanta on the table, and there's some Fanta on the floor. There isn't any Fanta in my glass, but there's some Fanta on the floor. Terrible. Okay, ahora en negativo. Is there any water on the floor? No, there isn't any water on the floor. Hay Fanta. There's some Fanta on the floor, but there isn't any water on the floor. There isn't any milk on the floor. There isn't any Coca-Cola on the floor. Any, en negativo. There isn't any Coca-Cola on the floor. There isn't any ice on the floor. Is there any ink in your old pen? Fíjate que digamos any en la pregunta y también en el negativo. Is there any ink in your old pen? No, there isn't any ink in my old pen. Is there any poisonous gas? Un gas que me puede matar. It can kill me because it's poisonous. Is there any poisonous gas in the room? Poison? No. Suerte, que no. No, there isn't any poisonous gas in the room. Is there any wine in your glass? Is there any wine in your glass? No, there isn't any wine in my glass. Is there any whiskey? pardon me. Is there any whiskey in the bottle? No, there isn't any whiskey in the bottle. Is there any beer in the bottle? No, there isn't any beer in the bottle. Has llegado demasiado tarde, Kyle. There isn't any beer in the bottle, and there isn't any whiskey in the bottle. No hay nada más que Fanta y está por el suelo. There's some Fanta, but it's on the floor. There isn't any Coca-Cola on the floor, but there's some Fanta on the floor. Is there any sangria in the glass? No, there isn't any sangria in the glass. Oye, ¿y la jarra? Is there any sangria in the pitcher? Is there any sangria in the pitcher? No, there isn't any sangria in the pitcher. ¿Y hay sal en la mesa? Is there any salt on the table? No, there isn't any salt on the table. Is there any sugar on your desk? Porque quiero para meter en mi café. Tengo un cafecito aquí. Necesito azúcar, ¿no? I need some sugar. Is there any sugar on your desk, Kyle? No, there isn't any sugar on my desk. There isn't any sugar on my desk. Word of the day. Oh yes, it is time. Es la hora. It's time for the word of the day. Our word of the day today is... ¿Cómo se dice? Molestar. Molestar. To bother. 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 To bother. Molestar. Stop bothering me. Dejar de molestarme. Stop bothering me. Today I bother. Yesterday I bothered him. Bother. It's almost like brother, pero sin la R, without the R. Bother. Molestar. Bother. Bother. Okay? Very good. Very good. I hope I'm not bothering you. Espero que no te estoy molestando. I hope I'm not bothering you with this vocabulary of the day. But let's practice now non-countables in questions. Ask me if there is any ice in my glass. Kyle, is there any ice in your glass? No, there isn't any ice in my glass. Ask me if there's any Coca-Cola in my glass. Is there any Coca-Cola in your glass? No, there isn't any Coca-Cola in my glass. Ask me if there's any wine in my glass. Kyle, is there any wine in your glass? No, there isn't any wine. I'm recording a radio show. There isn't any wine in my glass. I have a carton here, a carton of juice. A zumo. Es un bebida con leche desnatada y zumo de frutas, it says. Very nice, very tasty. And ask me if there is any juice en mi bebida, porque es una mezcla. Ask me if there's any real juice in my drink. Kyle, is there any real juice? No es zumo, no es falso, pero zumo de verdad. Is there any real juice in that drink, Kyle? In your drink? Yes, there is. Ask me if there's any milk in my drink. Kyle, is there any milk in your drink? Pues dice que sí. Yes, there is. Yes, there's some milk in my drink. There is water. In my drink there is some water. There is some fruit juice. 33%. There is some orange juice. There is some lemon juice. There's some carrot juice. Zanahoria. There's some carrot juice. There is some melocotón. ¿Cómo se dice eso? Peach. There's some peach juice. And there's pineapple, piña. There's pineapple juice. Ooh, very nice. There's some milk, some desnatada, some skim milk, or milk with the reduced fat milk. There's some sugar in my drink. There is some dextrose. There is some fiber. There is some stabilizer, estabilizador, stabilizer, pectina, which is pectin. There is some pectin in my drink. Pectin, yes, it adds texture to the beverage, I suppose. Aroma, well, flavorings, I suppose. Oh, there are some vitamins. Well, there is vitamins, but there are, if we count the vitamins, because there are vitamins, C, vitamin C, E, and A. They're all in there. And ask me if there is any juice left in my carton. Que si queda zumo. Ask me if there's any left, if there's any juice left in my carton. Is there any juice left in your carton? Yes, carton. And it even says here, Tetra Brick. Tetra Pak. Lo bueno, it says. So yes, ask me if there is any left. Ask me if there's any juice left in my carton. Kyle, is there any juice left in your carton? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And as you know, there was Fanta. There was some Fanta, but it fell on the floor. So ask me if there is any Fanta on the floor. Kyle, is there any Fanta on the floor? Yes, there is. There's some Fanta on the floor. And there is some juice in my carton, but there isn't any Coca-Cola in my glass. There isn't any water in my glass. There's some sand in my shoe. Because the other day I went to play golf. Fui a jugar al golf. Y estuve en la arena practicando. Es que es muy difícil sacar la pelota de la arena. ¿Lo has probado? Have you ever tried that? It's very difficult. So I was practicing en la arena, and some sand got into my shoe. And now there is some sand in my shoe. There's some juice in my carton, in the carton. There isn't any Coca-Cola in my glass. There isn't any Fanta on the table, but there is some Fanta on the floor. Okay? Very good. Vocabulary of the day. Oh, yes, it is time for the vocabulary of the day. Yes, como se dice en inglés, día festivo. Pues eso, muy bien. Holiday. One holiday, two holidays. On my holidays, I usually go to Canada. Importante. Ok, fácil. El inglés es muy fácil, ¿no? Important. No problem. Important. El Japón. Japan. Yes, Japan. Have you ever been to Japan? ¿Has estado en el Japón? Yo nunca. I have never been. No, I have never been to Japan. Clase. Tipo. Kind. K-I-N-D. Kind. Quiero oír la D. Kind. No es kind, sino kind. ¿Ok? Limón. Oh, ya sabes, eso es muy fácil, ¿no? Lemon. Ask me if there's any lemon in my drink. Porque ya sabes que hay naranja, Bueno, ask me if there's any lemon juice in my drink. Kyle, is there any lemon juice in your drink? Yes, there is. There is lemon juice. There is orange juice. There is lemon juice. There is zanahoria, que en inglés es carrot. There is peach. There is some peach juice. Yes, we have a lot. There is some lemon juice. Yes, there is some lemon juice in my drink. Very good. Now, moving on, vamos a pasar al 38.3 en nuestra guía del alumno. In the student guide, 38.3 questions with countables. With countable things, yes. Are there any books on the floor? Yes, there are. Are there any people in the room? Yes, there are. Are there any people in the room? Claro. Yes, there are. Are there any trees in Madrid? Yes, there are. There are many. Well, there are a lot of trees. Preferimos decir a lot of en vez de many en el afirmativo. We usually use a lot of in the affirmative. There are a lot of trees in Madrid. Are there any museums in Madrid? Yes, there are. There are many museums in Madrid. Are there a lot of Eskimos in Madrid? Esquimales, Eskimos. No, there aren't. No, there aren't. Are there a lot of olive trees in Germany? ¿Cómo? Olive tree? Sí, olivos, olive trees. Olive, aceituna, olive trees. Es como árbol de aceituna, digamos así. Olive tree, que tiene mucho sentido, ¿no? Claro. Are there a lot of olive trees in Germany? Yes, there are a lot of olive trees in... Oh, pero disculpa, ¿Alemania? ¿Qué dices? No, there aren't a lot of olive trees in Germany. Supongo que no, porque hace demasiado frío, ¿no? It's too cold. Are there a lot of olive trees in Andalusia? Yes, there are. There are a lot of olive trees in Andalusia. Are there any penguins in Spain? Penguins. No, there aren't. Are there any art galleries in Santander? Yes, there are. Are there any wild tigers? Whoa. Wild tigers in your house? Are there any wild tigers in your house? No, there aren't. Whew. Menos mal, no? Are there any bicycles in Holland? Are there any bicycles? Yes, there are. Yes, there are, of course. Are there any rice fields in China? Yes, there are. Are there any good restaurants in Barcelona? Yes, there are, por supuesto. Are there any tourists in Spain? ¿Hay turistas en España? Are there any tourists in Spain? Yes, claro. Of course, yes, there are tourists in Spain. Are there any Canadians in Spain? Yes, there are. I am living proof. Claro. Yo soy canadiense, vivo aquí. Yes, there are. No hay muchos, pero sí que hay. Are there any different accents in Spanish? Yes, there are. Are there any elephants in your house? No. Whew. Menos mal, no? No, there aren't. No, there aren't. Are there any elephants in this studio? Whoa, yes, there are. Whoa, yes, there are. There are 2 elephants in the studio. Poof. There are 2 elephants in the studio. Poof. Okay, muy bien. We're out of time. Nos hemos quedado sin tiempo. Muchas gracias. I am going to leave you now for a commercial break, but we will be back with the intermediate class. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.